We were all disappointed that you couldn't join us in Berlin for the 2020 Berlin Energy Transition Dialogue. So we thought, why don't we bring the best of the energy transition to you at home?
Through a range of innovative digital formats, the virtual BETD brought together and featured the real faces of the energy transition to present and discuss the most relevant topics of a sustainable energy future.
My name is Francesco La Camera. I am the Director General of the International Renewable Energy Agency, ARENA.
My name is Luisa Neubauer. I'm a Fridays for Future activist from Germany.
My name is Małgosia Bartosik. I'm Deputy CEO at Wind Europe.
A global, united approach to carbon emissions will continue to create challenges and opportunities for sustainable global economies.
The 2020s are what we call the climate decade. We need to halve emissions by 2030 in order to have a chance of getting to net zero by 2050.
One way to help reduce carbon emissions is to put a price on carbon by introducing a carbon tax.
A disadvantage of direct carbon taxes is that they set no limits as such to emissions.
The solution is clear. Make the polluters pay and unleash the creative talents of humanity.
Given the reduction in energy and technology costs and the need for sector-wide deep decarbonization, hydrogen is at the forefront of energy policy discussion.
And I'd like to dive right into our conversation today and ask both of you a question. What role does hydrogen play in maintaining European and climate environmental objectives?
Hydrogen is the most abundant chemical substance in the universe and is light, reactive, and storable, has high energy content per unit of mass, and can be produced at industrial scale.
The only hydrogen which makes sense is renewable hydrogen.
We need in the next 10 years to ramp up our electrolyzer capacity in order to produce a renewable hydrogen by 80 gigawatt.
Hydrogen-based products like e-fuels, for example, are the only way to achieve net zero emissions.
The successful energy transition is a global energy transition. Access to reliable, sustainable energy remains a problem for much of the world's population. Experts on the ground shared some of their experiences in our documentaries and podcasts when improving universal energy access.
For this podcast, we're talking with Zimbabwean journalist and BETD fellow Kennedy Nyala.
Maybe if we take it back a few months ago, just last year, towards the end of last year, Zimbabwe had a serious power shortage to the extent that, people even in cities and urban areas would go for about 18 hours without electricity every day.
As of 2019, 770 million people do not have access to electricity and are dependent on wood and other forms of biomass for lighting, cooking, and heating.
How can you run a business? How can your kids study? How can you cook? How can you keep your phone charged? How can you watch the news? How can you do anything if you can't rely on power?
To ensure the continued successful expansion of renewables, innovative renewable technologies such as integrated PV and offshore wind were explored.
We may need around 500 gigawatts of photovoltaics installed to have completed the energy transition, which means that that's a factor of 10 from today's installed capacity.
Europe is in the middle of an energy transition, and North Sea offshore wind farms have a huge role to play in that transition. The 6 countries bordering on the North Sea are planning to install about 200 gigawatts of wind farms by 2050. To give you a frame of reference, these 200 gigawatts are equivalent to the maximum electricity consumption of these 6 countries today.
Women in the energy industry and women empowerment provides invaluable experience and expertise relevant for an all-inclusive and efficient sustainable future.
It's very important that governments think about not just bringing women as stakeholders, but appointing women to critical positions in their energy access sector.
Finally, the current crisis also represents great opportunity, an opportunity for nations to work together towards a green recovery and a sustainable future. Energy experts also shed light on the challenges and opportunities ahead.
The key challenges for technological adoption in the energy sector is not a technical part. That is solvable, and that has been solved in multiple industries too. But I think the key part in the energy sector is to combine modern technology with the specific regulation that every country has.
Probably the biggest risk, because it's most underestimated in my mind, is that we think digitalization or technology will save us from the climate crisis and we don't have to do anything anymore.
It is time to put people over profit. It is time to put the planet over profit.
The German Foreign Office will continue to foster the dialogue on this important topic.
In times like these, it's crucial that we keep up our exchange, no matter we do so face-to-face in conference rooms or virtually from our offices and living rooms. And in these challenging times, these formats are very worthwhile. But next time, I hope we can see us physically.
Thank you for supporting the Berlin Energy Transition Dialogue in 2020, and be sure to join the BETD 2021. The dialogue must go on.